She has been accused of embarrassing this nation and lying to Americans about what happened when 4 of our heroes were murdered in Benghazi on September the 11th of last year. But the president just put Susan Rice in charge of our nation's security.
I'm deeply grateful for your enduring confidence in me. As you've outlined, we have vital opportunities to seize and ongoing challenges to confront.
Okay, so there she is, Susan Rice, our new national security advisor. Former Navy SEAL Scott Taylor joins us this morning from Virginia Beach. Scott, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve. Great to be with you again.
It's great to have you. Thank you very much, sir. The New York Times says that this is, quote, a defiant selection. I know you don't like it. Why?
Well, let's face it. I mean, you have pundits, of course, saying it's a slap in the face to the Republicans, but really it's a slap in the face to the American people. On day one, Susan Rice steps into office with a lack of credibility for the media, for the international community, and amongst the American people and their confidence. And I can tell you right now that veterans still want answers on Benghazi. In Virginia, we have over 800,000 of them, and it's a slap in the face to veterans all across America to have this Susan Rice be put in this position.
Sure, and of course, she famously went on the 5 Sunday shows and essentially lied to the world about what happened in Benghazi, said, yeah, it's all about that videotape. Now, had she gone up for Secretary of State, which John Kerry eventually got, she would have had Senate confirmation. She's not going to wind up with any confirmation hearings here. Instead, she gets to sail into this new job without anybody asking her what happened that night.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you used that word because you hear folks on these shows and they don't want to use the word lie, but it was a lie. So, one, either she was complicit in that lie, or two, she was incompetent. And if she was incompetent, why would we be giving her a promotion? And yes, the fact that she's taking, that the president has taken her out of any potential for Senate confirmation, you've also taken the people's representatives. So you've taken the people out of the equation, too, via the representatives who would vet her and make the decision to appoint her. So now the president has circumvented that, and I think at the detriment of the American people.
All right. When she dropped out of the confirmation process for Secretary of State, she said, quote, I didn't want to see a confirmation process that was very prolonged, very politicized, very distracting, and very disruptive. Of course, you know, we're interested, Scott, in your point of view, because as a former military guy, you say that her getting her promoted to this job reduces soldiers' confidence in our leadership. How so?
It's because, of course, you know, you had this cover-up after Benghazi and a stand-down, and you weren't allowed to have troops going in at a time of need when folks were under fire, and that goes against the very core and ethos of any military soldier that's out there and has been for the history of this country. And to have Susan Rice go around all the talk shows and the international community and say that it was based on a video, when in fact they didn't allow that military cross-border authority and to go in and help those that need, it undermines all the credibility, and it's just a wrong choice for America.
And for this person, you know, we're not talking about an undersecretary deputy at the USDA or anything like this. This is the top security, national security person in the government who's got the president's ear.
Absolutely. And again, either one, she was complicit in the lies, or two, she was incompetent. So either way should disqualify her from this position. 2
lousy choices. All right. Scott Taylor, former Navy SEAL, joining us today from beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia. Scott, thank you very much for your point of view.
Thank you, Steve. Have a great day.
All right. 20 minutes.